Welcome in.
First Down Dawgs.
I got to get some things up so that I know what happened last week. That's right. Rocking the computer this week.
It's a holly jolly Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
And in case you didn't hear.
Holy shit.
We're on.
What do you got, a fucking date or something?
We're on.
First Down Dawgs.
You got a date?
On the clock. You're on the clock. That's like fantasy right there, right?
That is. Can I even go through like the results from last week real
Why
quick?
can't you?
I mean, maybe we shouldn't.
Why? Did you lose again?
No, I went 2-2.
Oh, okay.
My system, I felt relatively good about. I was close.
Pennsylvania money line you hit,
Yes.
which is pretty cool.
The only Pennsylvania.
Yeah. Philadelphia,
Oh.
Pittsburgh.
Is Baltimore in Pennsylvania? No, definitely not. Maryland.
You didn't pick Baltimore.
I know. I don't know why I thought about that.
What the hell is going on?
The only game that sucked was the Dolphins game for me.
No, that didn't suck. That was exactly the way it should have happened.
But I had to choose
yeah,
my best. Well, here's the other thing. If I would have picked the Bears money line, was the closest opportunity to winning, right?
Yes.
But I probably would have fucking killed myself with a fucking turkey leg if I lost that like that.
That was bad.
I'm big fans of what they did.
Big fans of the firing him?
Yes.
I'm only big fans of it because of his reaction to it.
Yeah, that guy, something is not right with that guy. They were the Hard Knocks team.
Okay.
So I watched all those preseason things.
Got it.
He's like feeling himself with the hair and the beard, and his wife thinks he's like this like sex symbol and shit.
Yeah?
The whole thing. That's what it was all about.
I don't get to see any of these
Painting
things.
his nails like Caleb Williams.
Excuse me? Why are we doing that?
Don't like his name either.
To make him fit in?
Matt Eberflus.
That's a weird name.
Spell his last name.
Eberflus? Do you like how I repeat it? So
I have a lot of respect for teams that will do something like that. It's like
it was ballsy.
Bears are on their way up. Everybody's been saying they don't really like him as a coach. Felt like the team didn't really like him.
Okay.
No more. Like, let's move on.
I mean, his response was horrible. He's like, I kind of feel like we did everything right. What? Like, there was a big problem in that game.
Yeah. If I would have lost that way, if I would have had that money line and lost that way, that would have been really rough.
I mean, what's worse? What if you had the Vegas money line and you lost that way?
Yeah. That was a tough one, too.
That was bad.
Bad.
I mean, I had my whole family. I was like, they're driving. I'm like, Chiefs are going to lose this one. They always comes down to a field goal. Oh, Chiefs won.
Never going to happen. 11-1.
11-1.
11-1, I think they're the team, the only team in history to be at whatever they're at, 11-1, and have all of their wins like less than 7 points or something like that. They haven't blown anybody out. I think 2 wins this year. They've had some big ones.
That's
to win
remarkable.
11 games
It's remarkable.
and 9 of them to have been close.
They don't even look good.
It's crazy.
They don't even look good. They're now the team that's like really good in open field, and then as soon as they get to the red zone, they don't know what they're doing.
Yeah.
I don't really understand that.
Yeah. So I go 2-2. You went 2-2, right?
Yeah. Mediocrity.
And then these two, both 3-1.
Can't believe it.
This guy's on a roll. We might not have to have him back in.
Are we sure he's 3-1? I feel like nobody's checking.
No, I didn't check.
I didn't check.
He probably doesn't even remember who he picked.
And Katie's going to think I jinxed her, and I really thought she was done after the Philly game.
The next time she comes in here,
She's going to kill me.
like she won't even have any picks, have done any research, but she's got like a little doll of you somewhere.
I made a post last night just to make her feel better because
Saw
I
that.
found out that she had Cleveland. I was like, money line, let's go.
I saw that.
So that could have been a double jinx, actually.
So nothing really happens for our season records. I'm 15-22.
Can't believe it.
One of these weeks I'm going to have to make 7 or 8 picks.
You're running out of weeks.
I know. You're 18-6. Decent.
18-16. If I was 18-6, I'd be fucking sitting on top of this
18-16.
desk with a crown on.
Naked.
Naked. Taking feet pics.
Wow, I fucking botched this up. You can never tell that I'm not prepared today. Katie's, it says, oh, she's 6-0.
I think 6-9 or 6-10.
6-10.
6-10.
And then this asshole's 9-3.
Wow, 9-3.
I don't know why it bothers me so much.
Maybe we just give the show to him next year.
I should be happy for him, but I'm not.
You should be happy for him. It's probably his best start ever. It's probably because we minimized him this year.
Yeah.
I mean, if he was on every week, he'd be bound to make stupid decisions.
No, but even if you ask him, like if you say like, "Oh, how you doing on this year so far?"
Right.
He'll say like, "Yeah, I'm like, I'm up 75 units."
75 units.
Something ridiculous like that.
I think this Shakir guy from Buffalo should be talked about more. The guy's receiving record is astounding.
Insane.
He missed 4 this week in the snow, which was not like him. But, I mean, he's missed 19, 18 passes in a year. He's catching 85 out of 102.
What a wild game that was.
I mean, was it wild?
Well, I mean, just wild in the Bills asserting their dominance.
Trounced.
Goes the other way, right? Like the Ravens, they're just the same team every year.
Yep.
Show up small in the big game. But, like, I know the Niners aren't what they were or what everybody thought they were going to be, but the Bills are dominating.
They are. I mean, McCaffrey was rocking it that first quarter. He was getting yards after yards, but
what a shame.
Once that guy goes down, there's nothing doing. And San Francisco just looks weird in the snow.
Yeah. Everybody has short-term memory loss because for me, it's like Christian McCaffrey's been an injury risk his whole entire career.
Yes, he absolutely has.
He's had a couple of good years where, he had his shit together, but no.
It was usually after a really good year, he'd be injured the next year.
Without a doubt.
And then he'd come back and he'd do it all over again, and then he was hurt again.
Without a doubt. Without a doubt. So, yeah, I mean, they're done.
San Francisco?
Yeah.
I mean, that division sucks.
They're done, though. They're done. There's no way. And they didn't get Daniel Jones. There's no way they could do it.
Who takes it? It's got to be the Rams, right?
Yeah, I think so.
It's got to be the
They
Rams.
got the most talent.
Definitely.
The Bills and the Eagles, though, those are the two teams I'm just like, I'm so impressed.
Yeah, it really bothers me that the Eagles are good. For some reason, I mean, even though I wanted them to beat the Ravens, obviously, it really just bothers me. And I know the Steelers are playing the Ravens in the first round. It's like inevitable. There's 4 weeks left?
I feel good about the Steelers in that game, though.
I do, but I mean, how many times can you beat them in a season? You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. I hate that whole to beat a team 2 or 3 times in a season is very difficult.
Yeah, the rule of averages, whatever the hell you want to call it.
Yes. I want to see somebody different.
The Steelers still, I can't get it. I don't understand
44. I've never seen 44 before.
Yeah, neither have they.
It's remarkable.
What did Russell Wilson have? 3 touchdowns in that game?
Well, yeah.
And he ran for one?
I don't know if he ran for one. Najee did again. I know that. But yeah, I mean, this is like Ben Roethlisberger prime. Mm-hmm. The amount of points they're scoring. You know what I mean?
I'm so tired of it.
I don't know why you don't like the Steelers so much.
I just don't like any teams.
Oh.
I just want my team to be good.
They're not.
For one, I know. Just for 1 year.
And you were right, by the way. I think I wanted to actually post it on one of our clips. You are right. The Jets need a real coach. You're right. I didn't want like that high-powered, circus. I don't want the circus. They need to be quiet. The Jets just need to be quiet.
The problem is that it's like they have to rebuild the team.
Yeah, but that really sucks. Yes.
And it's like you thought you had it. Like they're not going to be able to keep those young guys.
Yeah.
They're jaded about what went down. They could have done it, and
you talking like Wilson too? You gotta get rid of him.
They're not going to be able to re-sign him. Guarantee you, they don't re-sign him.
Money issues, right?
Him, Sauce Gardner, who turned out to be not what everybody thought he was going to be.
Yeah, how does that happen in a year? Just figuring him out?
Let's not talk about the Jets.
Okay.
I really don't want to talk about
right.
the Jets.
We're running out of time. Quick. We can talk about other things. We all running out of time. But we can talk about other things after this. You got to go first.
I know.
Trevor Lawrence.
One more thing I want to talk about. Have you seen the MVP odds?
No.
So Josh Allen, obviously. Guy's running for touchdowns, catching them himself and passing them to himself and throwing them. Next is still Saquon Barkley.
Okay, should be.
But never. Running back is never.
Keep on saying never, but I feel
win.
like there's a big push this year.
No.
A lot of people are talking about him.
Here's the debate. You remove Saquon Barkley from the Eagles. How many games do they win? How many games did they not win because of him?
2.
Okay. You removed Josh Allen from the
All
Bills.
of them.
That's it.
I know.
I was thinking about it the other day. They should have quarterback of the year and then
offensive player.
And that's it.
Yes. I think you're right.
Forget the MVP thing.
You're right.
Like, something's got to change with it.
Because it doesn't make sense.
I hate that you said I got to go first because I don't even have...
All right, I'll go first.
No.
You sure?
No. Yeah, maybe you should.
I'll go first.
I can't even get into my FanDuel account right now. I'm sending me pins on my phone.
I'm going with Arizona. Arizona forgot to show up last week. They played a pretty good game against Minnesota. They got another heartbreaking loss. Seattle beat them already, but we're going to Arizona. I just think Arizona, surprising to myself, is a little bit better of a team. They got to shut down Metcalf. Walker hasn't done anything in a couple weeks. I'm going to Arizona. It's under 3. It's 2.5 that they're favored by. Arizona at home against Seattle. Make that division even more fucked up.
Seattle just lost to the Jets. It's like, come on.
No, they beat the Jets.
Oh, I'm sorry. They beat the Jets. Yeah. In my mind, they lost to the Jets.
They lost the first half. You want me to make all 3 of my picks?
No, I'm good. I know what I'm taking. I'm taking the Steelers -6.5.
Just do me a favor.
No, but here's the thing.
Actually, it's working.
I was going to say.
It's working.
I've been picking them pretty much every week when I don't have a system of underdog money lines. And I've hit maybe 4 or 5 of them already this year.
It has been working.
6.5. I got that half point. The Browns, I'm happy. I understand this guy loves Jameis Winston. He's funny and all of that. Guy loves throwing interceptions, loves throwing pick sixes.
He threw so many touchdowns last night.
The Steelers' defense is too much for them. And the fact that they're putting up the points that they're putting up, the Browns, no. I'm taking the Steelers -6.5. At home.
It should be a murder game for the Steelers.
Should be.
They should kill them.
Should be.
Minnesota has been quietly 1 game behind Detroit this entire year. Sam Darnold, I don't think is as great. He's managing the team right now. I don't think he's great. You got Kirk Cousins coming back to Minnesota. It's +5.5. Atlanta's been another quiet team for some reason the last couple weeks. I just think Robinson is finally coming to. I think Kirk Cousins is due for a 4-touchdown game.
Well,
Am I wrong?
He had a 4-interception game last week.
I know. And he's the kind of guy that's going to rebound. He's got to rebound. This is not prime time. If this was prime time, I would have got really, really nervous. But I think he's going to show the people in Minnesota he's going to be comfortable. He's going back home. Atlanta's got 5.5. I think this is going to be a surprise win for Atlanta. It has to be. You think Minnesota's just going to keep on rolling?
Well, no, they're not rolling. They're winning close games again.
Super close games.
So, yeah, I think that's a decent. But it's in Minnesota.
I know, but it's Kirk Cousins' home.
I know. I love Kirk Cousins, and I was so shocked about last weekend. I mean, the Chargers are a good team.
Chargers are a really good team.
The Chargers are a good team.
Chargers are going to be one of the scariest teams in the playoffs.
Here we go. I'm doing this again. I'm going back to the well. They killed me on Thanksgiving night. I'm taking the Dolphins -6.5. They're home. They're playing the Jets. That line should be way more. If this guy was here, he would say, yeah, it's a fishy line. He'd probably pick the Jets.
You think that's a fishy line?
They should be. The Dolphins are a phenomenal team.
But the Jets have been favored 9 out of 12 games. Favored.
Yeah, I understand.
I actually have written down this is finally a real spread for a Jet game.
It should be more.
I don't know. That's a lot.
Should be 10. Dolphins at home. They win at home. They beat bad teams. The Jets are a bad team. Dolphins -6.5. The game wasn't as bad as it was on Thursday night. If that game gets played on a neutral field, the Packers are great.
Packers are a really good
If it's
team.
not in the cold, that's a different game. But it wasn't the cold, and I went 2-2.
Tua had I was very surprised that he had a better second half. He did nothing in the first half.
No, the first half.
Nothing.
They come out of the gate a little bit, their fucking nuts aren't as frozen as they were coming out of the locker room. Because the Packers, they don't turn the heat on in the locker room for the other team.
Absolutely not.
So they just started slow. They have maybe one more quarter. Might have been all right.
A little 5-quarter action. All right. I'm rolling with my boys who I love out west. Rams are +4.5 against the Bills. Another team, as we just talked about, riding super high, coming out of the cold, traveling across country. I'm getting 4.5 points. So even if the Bills do this little sneakaroo and get past this game, I just think if Stafford's ankle's okay, he's got Puka, he's got Kupp, one of the best running backs in the game in his second year. I'm going with the Rams to go on a run here and try and take that division. Plus 4.5. Rams, Bills.
Wow. What a game.
Yeah.
Couple of great games.
It's going to be a good game.
Lions, the Thursday night game, right? Lions, Packers.
Yeah, which I wish wasn't Thursday night, but yes.
Lions, Packers, Steelers, Browns.
Who's winning Lions, Packers? I'm going Packers.
That's going to be a great game.
It's going to be a good game.
I'm excited for that.
It's going to be a good game.
Another game I'm not going back to the well for this one, but we just talked about it. No McCaffrey, no Mason. The game's in San Francisco. I'm taking the...
Ooh!
First Down Dawgs.
We're not sure who you're taking.
Wow, that was fucked up. I fucking hated that.
I think I know which way you're going.
I loved my pick in that.
I think I know which way
Nobody
you're
will
going.
know. Nobody will know.
No, nobody will know until the next show.
Damn.
Yeah.
I went from having nothing to like all of a sudden I just blacked out for the past 10 minutes and I felt good about everything I was seeing and doing. And then the fucking thing ran out. Wow. That's fucking podcasting for you.
Did you eat too much on Thanksgiving?
No.
I only had one plate and I felt like shit.
I was under control for sure. And we had a funny situation because my mom was going to the hospital on Friday, so we took her out.
Not that funny.
We took her out to lunch. Not that funny. We took her out to lunch. That was fine. And we went to this nice steakhouse that I love. And but then we went to my sister-in-law's house, and my sister-in-law, they have a brand new like kitchen just redone in Merrick. So it's like the first time on my wife's side that I've never been at my mother-in-law's house.
Okay.
And they're like, show up at 3, everything will be ready. I'm like, perfect. None of that like small talk beforehand.
Yeah,
I feel like I
appetizers that you
belong
don't need.
here.
Yeah.
You know, like that whole situation.
Still don't feel like you belong?
Not really.
Okay.
But I think that's a will forever. Like it's a sad thing. Like I don't have holidays with my family anymore because they're all over the place.
Is she North Shore, your wife?
No, she's from Merrick.
Oh, she's from Merrick. Okay.
Yeah, might as well be. So they got, I don't know anything about cooking myself.
Right.
But they're like, it'll be out at 3. I guess like the oven's relatively new and it had a setting that they thought they were cooking it on, but they didn't cook it on.
Interesting.
Shit came out at like 5:30.
No way.
Yeah.
It was that late? They kept on checking the turkey and it wasn't hot enough?
Yep.
Oh, shit.
Most parties, though, are like family events, even if I know them for a long time. I mostly just like to hang out with the animals.
Okay.
I always
What kind of
gravitate.
animals?
They have a dog.
Just dogs?
Yeah.
So you don't interact mainly with...
Of course.
Do they have kids your age? Or
Kids
is
my age?
Well, yeah, I mean, like, is
I'm
everybody...
42.
Is everybody...
Everybody there is around that age, and then there's the older people.
Okay.
And then there's the kids. That's how it usually works.
How many... Does she have a big family?
No, there's maybe 10, 15 people.
All right, that's not
crazy.
bad. Our table was tight. Our table, the elbow room in our table was a little tight.
It's not enjoyable.
And he always fries a turkey and cooks a breast in the oven. And he got a big ass turkey this year. So he put it in there and it was like, he's like, I think this is going to take an hour according to my math calculations, but the app is saying a half hour.
Mm-hmm.
All the sides and everything was out before the turkey was done.
That's a fucking...
So it was one of those.
That's a delicate dance.
It's a lot of stress too on them and you feel it.
That's a lot of just like things got to happen, like timing wise.
I can't cook for my 4 kids chicken nuggets and mac and cheese and make sure that it's all on time and hot.
Never.
I can't imagine a turkey dinner.
Never.
Can't imagine.
I was most thankful for Katie's feet on Thanksgiving, I'm pretty sure.
You never posted it, right?
Message me if you want to see those.
Yeah, you should have fucking posted that.
Yeah.
With the turkey on it.
I wanted more for myself.
I don't even know how you got her to do it.
That was easy.
It was amazing.
Yeah. All right. That was a quickie.
Quickie. Who's here? We don't even know next week. We were going to do that live show, but that ain't going to work.
Yeah.
So do we know who's here next week or no?
I don't know.
Are we going to get Smitty? Why don't we get Smitty out of the blue? Or is he almost dead? What's his deal?
I don't know. Oh, yeah. Actually, that's a good point. I went to, I saw him on Friday night and I asked him and he said, yeah, I'm coming back.
Let's do it.
Yeah, we just got to set it up. He's definitely down.
First Down Dawgs.
Later.